Well, here I go. Maybe not. Today I was freed from 6 more days of padded cages and 3 square meals of high starch and meat, because there was really nothing else. I mean, you're gonna have a salad every day. But yeah, just start out light. You know, just start out light. I just spent 6 days, 1 in Jersey Shore, 5 in Monmouth again. Why? Because, I mean, ultimately, because I was burning Palo Santo on the beach in the morning where people were there. Like that, you know, not that early, but the cross was gone because the city just saw it and took it out of there. And I was gonna burn. Well, I was gonna burn that dollar bill. Death of the dollar bill, you know. Death of money. Death of greed. Kills greed. That's the last thing I remember before they threw me into that place. Now, Jersey Shore was, when I got there, it's like, all right, they're just gonna like, blah, blah, blah. So you gotta piss this out. Okay, so I'll piss this out. Still, a while ago, you'd be stopped, right? And if you had something on you, they had a reason to but they didn't have a way to like ultimately piss test you right there in the street, right? So now what they do, instead of bringing you to the little like cold box of a cage at the Bradley Beach police station, you know, they send you to Jersey Shore where it's a waiting game, right? You just sit there waiting, looking at all this suffering, all this shit going around you. You're going like, there's really nothing wrong with me. You know, maybe you got me at a point where I was a little bit like overactive. You know, activists sometimes get a little overactive, but it seems that now activists are now considered manic. It's like activist manic if you're in the place where you really shouldn't be, I guess, right? They took me off that beach. One African American police officer took me off that beach and sent me to Jersey Shore, where then I spent 18 hours. Now, the first 3 hours, I was like, okay, this is not going to be another day of me going through this. Can you just, let me go? Said, oh, you have to pee. Why do I have to pee? Because the police brought you in? Oh, I see. Now the police bring you in to get a pee test instead of just checking you out and making sure there's nothing on you and then just sending you on your way, right? Now, I was pretty upset that this officer took me off the beach. I mean, he could have just said, go. Well, no, but I did some other things, during the night. Like I took that cross and I dragged it all the way to Bradley Beach, and I'm just saying, they were like driving around. They didn't stop me. But then when I was about to burn the Palo, I was going to put that Palo Santo, but it wasn't just the Palo Santo. It was Palo Santo with that dollar, like tacked on to that. What was it? I don't remember. My memory. After they give you those meds in there, your memory starts going, and you just kind of feel a little shaky. I'll tell you more about that in a little while. Maybe I have to be another video because I might want to do these in pieces because there's so much that happened in the last 6 days that represent everything that I wrote before in that first paragraph, in that little comment. What was that? Post. How are you feeling? Post about pharmaceutical companies now. It is literally, pharmaceutical companies are vampires feeding off your children. You don't believe it? Just take a really, really, really good look. Or you know what? Get yourself into a psych ward and see what kind of like, hey, tough love treatment these kids kind of need. Or they need the right meds to balance their imbalance, right? What happened before medicine try to balance brains in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? What happened before? Now they're, okay, he's completely out of balance. He's manic. He's dancing on the beach. He's dragging across, down the street. What does he mean by what that greed kills? And why does he have that dollar bill stuck to that? I think it was Inri. Whatever Jesus has, or it's the death of greed. So my shaman was gonna help me go and kill greed. And just before that happened, a police officer came on the beach. I couldn't light it because the wind was really so whipping that night. Wasn't that bad that night, but it was whipping, right? So, come, takes me in the back. I'm tired of you, dude. Tired of you doing this crap, and you're getting out of here. He dragged me into, dragged me. He was polite. I don't think he even handcuffed me, but he just had no feeling. Now it's because now they don't want to deal with now the police brutality bullshit anymore. So now they just take you straight to Jersey Shore psychiatric emergency fuckface place that's lets you sit there for 3-4 hours if they look at you. So can you just this is supposed to be a screening, right? Can you screen me? Can you ask me some questions? I'll make sure I answer. Tell me that guy getting in the car right there that's fucking that had 3 or 4 martinis. Tell me he's not. Oh no, he's compliant though, right? So anybody that's not compliant right now has to watch out, because what's happening is they're taking you to Jersey Shore, and then you're there for 24. Now I was getting pissed off. This time I was like, no, you're not gonna do this to me again. You're gonna let me go. Do whatever you need to do now and let me go. If you're charging me with something, let me go. But you can't say that to a police. You can't say that to a hospital, right? Because they got security. You can't say it. There's no way to. You feel like you're just stuck in this thing that just goes nowhere, and you're like, okay. So I'll tell you what happened after that. I got a little loud with everybody, and we're like, blah blah blah. This is bullshit. You're just scamming my insurance. Instead of bringing me to a police station and staying there overnight and paying a fine or getting bailed out, now you drag my ass and waste 6 fucking days of my life. 6 fucking days of my life, right? 6 fucking days of my life. And I'm being told by this quack fucking doctor that's getting kickbacks from pharmaceutical. Which one we give? We try the cynical or datical, bidical. Try the bidical this time. Mr. User, if you do not take the meds and you refuse to take the meds, we have the right to inject you and also keep you longer than the 4 to 5, 72 hours, 45. We can keep you as long as 14 days to 30 days. Mr. Uster. Oh no, this was at Monmouth. I didn't get past Jersey Shore yet. So I'm going blah 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 blah. You guys are ripping my insurance company off. It's like, can you tell me how much this costs a minute here waiting for the 18 to 24 hours? I spent 3 days in Jersey Shore the last time. 3 days waiting for a bed. How much did they charge my insurance for 3 days? So I refused, and all of a sudden I had six people around me. No, five. 2 security, 2 very mean-looking doctors. These are the meanest-looking doctors I've ever seen. They're straight out of fucking a mob movie. Like, the doctor for the mob. They were like surrounding me, right? And 1 African-American woman. And I asked her, really? You're gonna do this? They then pull me back, right? All of them. And injected into my some kind of tranquilizer, animal tranquilizer, because then I went about being unconscious for 12 hours, not remembering anything they did to me. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Is this still on? It's still recording? Good. Because I want to make sure I'm recording this, because when I say it out here, it just sounds like crazy shit that some nut job is saying in front of his place. And, call the police again. Get him back in Mammoth. Don't worry. We'll get another 6 days out of his fucking insurance. What is that, $20,000, $30,000? They're doing this to your kids, people. And you better watch out, because one day you might fall into the trap and oops. Just get a little mad. I grew up in New York in a family of Italians. We are loud fucking people, right? And now all of a sudden, you can't be loud in front of your place, so they're gonna give you a ticket. Are you a cop? No, he's not a cop. Okay, every time I gotta look now, I gotta see if it's a cop or not. That's gonna take me into a fucking padded cage, right? So they injected me, then I woke up in this other critical room where some of these people are walking around, and some of the people are going like, what the fuck did that dude I get here? You see, if that's a cop over there, I'm yelling, and then I'm going to go do this again. So I have the proof now because I have this on video. If the cop comes now, right, and it takes me away, I'm just telling the truth of what just happened to me 6 days, and there's nobody in the place that's going to listen to me. There's nobody at that police station that's going to listen to me. So I'm going to do it here. So I'm going to warn all you to watch the fuck out. Because if you're going to get mad one day and beat somebody up, instead of bringing you up, putting you in that, unless you're drunk, yeah. But anything else other than drunk, then all of a sudden you have a chemical imbalance, go to Jersey Shore, 12 hours out unconscious, and then I had this woman in this video chat, bullshit motherfuckers. I'm sorry, don't curse. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's what I kind of heard, the last 6 days over and over again, So I'm saying, I'm fine, don't worry. Don't feel bad for me. Because it hasn't even started yet, This was the start of an everyday looking around and seeing that in that place, there's 20%, maybe a little bit crazy, and then 80%, people that should be in jail overnight and pay a fine, and now they're stuck 6 days to 2 weeks if they don't comply, right? Charging our insurance, right? And if you don't have insurance, don't worry. They're going to send Medicaid and get it from the state and just transfer it all to them. And that was day number 1 on that. And Jack, I wake up, I don't know where am I going? What am I going? Oh, you're going to see the video chat lady decided to send me to Monmouth again for 5 days. 5 days. It could have been 14 if I didn't take the medication that they forced me to take, because if I wouldn't have taken it, they would have injected me with it anyway. And kept me for 14 days. Instead of staying overnight, paying a fine, which is what we used to do, remember? Or maybe I shouldn't be doing this in Bradley Beach, really? Where in any place that you want to ever live, do you want anything like that to happen to you? And you, huh? And don't forget, I was fine. And then I decided to like do something that they say is, let me tell you something. Out there, 12 minutes. I'm going to make this 15 and then upload it and then continue another one, because I don't want to make this too big, then it's going to take forever. And if I lose it, then I got to do, oh my God, Because, yeah, I'm going to go see a lawyer. And somebody just mentioned a lawyer. And, yeah, I'm going to go sue them for what they did to me. And everybody that was in there that I saw very clearly, because I have very good vision. I was a programmer in corporate America for 25 years, very analytical. I can look at something and tell you what's wrong with it right away. So they put me there to kind of like bake me into like, the first time it didn't work. The second time, we're really going to get them. Are you a cop? No, it's a white car. It's not a cop. Every time I got to make sure it's a cop car, and I don't act like I'm yelling over the certain limit that these fucking people here drinking their asses off are doing, right? Hey, don't forget, bro, if you have anything else other than alcohol in you, you better make sure you don't get into one of their traps. And then if you get pissed off at the cop, just like an activist does, you know what? They bring you to a fucking jail, a padded jail, with 3 square meals a day and plenty of meds, man. They got a whole shitload of fucking drugs to fucking get you hooked on instead of the street stuff. Yeah? And that's all from now, 14. I'm going to come back with each day and the story I saw each day, because I'm going to videotape it and put it on YouTube, and then this is going to be my proof to a lawyer and say, look, this is what happened to me. If not, get the fucking tapes that they were taping and make sure they don't destroy them before you get them, because I'm telling you, what they're doing in there is and if you have children, they are literally taking your children and addicting them to a little pill. I've been in New York. I grew up in New York, dude. I grew up in New York, right? Yeah, I've been up to the Upper West Side. You ever see a line to heroin in the Upper West Side, Harlem? You ever see a line to wait for heroin that goes upstairs, or crack? You ever see that line? That line, okay, it was exactly there. People are waiting like fucking zombies for medication. Now, I convinced that asshole only give me, once a day. Yeah. And the first day I took it, of course, it is heroin. It is another form of, you go, oh, I'm pretty tired. And the next day we go, oh, I feel like going to work. But every other day after that, I made sure that when it went into my mouth, it went to the side, I drank, and then when they weren't looking, I spit the fucking shit out. Because it is poison full of side effects that they're addicting your children to, and then all of a sudden, oops, they're dying of COVID? Ooh, maybe it wasn't COVID. Because I was a roommate, my roommate was the kid that I met last time I was there. There was a rapper, cool kid. Yeah, yo, good. He showed me a video that he has on YouTube. I don't want to mention his name because I don't want to mention his names right here. But these people are the people that were just right here with me, right? So he refused to take the meds last time, and they tied him up to a bed. And they injected it into his leg. And they always think she injected into the leg. So I'm thinking it's some kind of animal thingy. Because don't they do that for animal tranquilizers? They inject them in the leg of animals, right? This kid was fine and refused the meds. And the next time I saw him, he was strapped to a bed. The next time he got up 8 hours later and fell face first onto the floor and cracked his lip. He still had that crack to the lip. That's not one of those that's one of those things that's so deep that you maybe need stitches, but they didn't think about that over there. I'm going to say his name because you know what? This is actually going to go into lawsuit. I think his name is Quadir. I was calling him Javier at first, but then somebody, oh no, it's Quadir. Right? 21-year-old, either Latin or African American. I didn't get to know because when I got to the point, he was actually my roommate this time that I was in, right? And this time, as my roommate, I figured, hey, I get to, and no, but he was basically, for 4 days that I was there, a zombie. I mean, literally, he looked like a dope addict walking around, and then he feeling better, and then literally, he would be standing in the middle of the room that we shared, and he'd be drooling, and because there, like, yo, dude, go to sleep, yo, lay down. I found him on the toilet with his shorts on. It's just, yo, dude, I can't touch them there, right? We're not supposed to touch each other there, right? No touching. So at this, I got 20 minutes more, so I'm going to do it in 20 minutes. And then I had to run out of space, you know, because you have space and you don't have space in this world. Quadir, on day one, I went nurse. He's not doing too good. You might, no, he's faking. You just see he was okay before and he was flirting when he goes, hey, when he was flirting, but he never got back that thing that I saw him the first day, that really good rapping, like, he was like, yeah, oh man, yeah. Still taping, yes. So, as they went by with just this one guy, there's many others, there's a whole bunch of, there's 20% maybe crazy, and there's 80% people that they used to sit in a prison, in a cage, and now they sit over there because, oh, you were a little manic when we stopped you, and you were a little bit hyper when you had the 3 lattes and the 3 lines. So used to be you sit in a cage and you pay them and then you let you go. Now they're bringing you to a place that it's 6 days. All right, so now 6 days. Quadir, first day for Quadir. Nurse, excuse me, nurse. Can you see? And that's what they did. They walked away. Nurse, oh, he's okay, sir. Second day, look, he looks like he's oh yeah, I know, we're working on the meds with him, but he's good. Let him sleep. The kid was sleeping 18 fucking hours a day. And if cops come right now and arrest me, you all fucking suck as much as they do, or you're part of it. So Quadir, through day 3, he every day for 4 days, he was a walking fucking zombie for most of the day, and then the times he might have been in the afternoon, but after the meds, it's 12 o'clock, lunch, and then 5 o'clock, lunch, then, hey man, and then the meds at night would basically let him be a zombie from the minute he 10 minutes after he took him to the next day. Even if he sometimes he didn't even get to the he couldn't get up out of the bed, so they make sure they came to the room and they fed him fed him. This is real. This is not fake. This is all on tape on their things, and I'm going to get a lawyer and fucking make sure that kid, because by the 4th day, I was eating lunch. I was there. He'd been sleeping like a good 18 hours again. He gets up, stands in the middle of the room. No, it's not. No, he's fine. Don't worry. The doctor said he's fine. We have to make a little more of the medicine. You have to be tick a little bit this way, a little bit that way. 125, 135. 50 milligrams time release. Time releases are more expensive, so you can't afford that with insurance. Use the other ones then. Oh God. Look at God. So the 4th day, I was eating because we eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner on our beds. That's it. They bring our trays and we eat them on the beds. Yeah. No, we don't get the table with them because of COVID. And I'm always trying to get Kazar up. Yo, dude, you got to get up. You got to eat your food. So this guy next door starts chanting like this Bible verses, and like I'm saying, you do shut the fuck up because I want to eat. Please shut up because I want to eat. And then I take the door and slam it really fucking hard. And then the nurse comes in. The only one I think that was a real like human being. The other ones might have been reptilians. I'm not sure. Not the aides, but some of the nurses, they were just in line with the same kind of evil kind of like, I'm gonna get you to the pharmaceuticals that give me a lot of money. People looking straight in the eye and tell you ain't got a choice. I got a judge waiting, and he's gonna fucking do it to you and you and you and you and anybody that can. Unless you don't cross the line and go drink and take the AA. I'm telling you, if you got anxiety and depression because of COVID, you should go ahead and take the stuff that is probably causing the deaths that they're claiming are COVID deaths. Get it? They are killing you with the medication. I prefer serotonin, cyclotone, diaproxol. I got seroclip. You see, the side effects is what actually is killing you, and then they make a big COVID thing to make you believe and run inside with masks and think, woo! I'll bet you that they do a study on how many people that died of COVID actually was taking antidepressants or any kind of medicine from that place, and I guarantee you, that may have been a good reason that they died instead of this COVID shit. Day four. The nurse comes inside, Giovanni, because that's my real name. It's Giovanni. Right? So, and in these places, I use my real name because it's my ID, so everybody calls me Giovanni. So, Giovanni, you're leaving tomorrow, so you don't want to make any big deals with us. Let him alone. And I said, yeah. Have you checked out? And I think the only true human. Everything else was maybe reptilian. I'm not sure. She looked at him. She goes, oh my God, what's the matter with him? He's been like this for 4 days. See, the guy in the hallway said only 2 days. And he really wasn't there the other days. I saw him for 4 days being exactly like this. A little bit less, a little bit more, sometimes better. We are nothing but lab rats, testing their medication in these places. They can't get people to want to go, hey, I'll take that shit and get that for $100. I'll take a chance of this thing killing me. So instead, they're taking people and sticking them there and sticking them with shit over and over again to see which way they go. By day 4, this nurse said, there's something wrong. In 20 minutes, maybe a half hour, well, give or take, there's 2 doctors there, a couple of security. There's always security on the security. And it's a scary. Get him down, strap him, get him down. Yeah, the beds all have little strap things that just come up right up. Yeah, this is not One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. This is these people raping your people. They're killing each and every one of you with the peroxide and meloxide and buloxide bullshit that they're giving you. And so they test it on the poor in these places where I tell you the truth. I'm on partial disability from Gillian Liberation. I'm on Medicare, and they what? They what? They what? Good, yeah, they had him. Thank you for not arresting me. Thank you. Yeah, you might. Oh, no. All right. You know what? I gotta probably go inside now. Guys turning around. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I'm actually gonna keep it on. I'm gonna see what's going on. I'm gonna say I was recording something really loud with my with the phone. Here it comes. Yeah. Oh, here it comes. Oh god. Oh gosh. Oh god. Do I have my phone and my stuff? Oh no. Are they gonna arrest me? See, this is what they're gonna be doing now to me. They're actually what they're doing now is they're shining a light on me. Right? And you see they're walking up. Man, they're probably gonna take this phone at one point. So I should get up at this point. Right? Should I go inside?
Hang on, John. I gotta complain about your noise.
Okay, I'll go inside then. I just want to show you what I experienced for the last 6 days. This is what you let me do. I made all these beautiful paintings. I got all these tickets. So I just wanted to put it out there. And actually, what I'm doing, I'm actually videotaping for YouTube. All right. So what I'm saying, officer, can I file a complaint again? It's inside there. But
can you get my ID, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can I?
Just go get me your ID.
Sure. Now I'm getting my ID, and I have this on, and thank goodness it's on. But if they take my phone and I get arrested, I should have done one live, right? Didn't I should have went live?
I don't care if you're live or not.
Okay.